It's been over 2 years since Delaware's medical marijuana bill had passed, so where does it stand? Hello and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Laura Jones. With me is Paul Baumbach. He's a state representative representing the 23rd District, which is part of Newark. And people want to know what gives. It's been 2 years.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, starting in February of 2012, the U.S. Justice Department said to the state of Delaware, you can't do that. That if you do that, we'll be arresting your people left and right. And the governor said, I don't want to have my state employees arrested on my watch.
Everything gets put on hold.
So it was put on hold. There were things that were moving forward where you could still apply for an identification card if you're a cancer patient. Mm-hmm. So you could get in line so that when it got restarted, you'd be there. And things are restarting. Mm-hmm. The Justice Department this year relaxed their rules. Mm-hmm. And they said if you do it in a responsible way, mm-hmm. We'll turn the other way and we won't come in with a...
Well, that responsible way is, I guess, kind of a slippery slope in developing the rules and regulations. And that's where you are now, developing the rules and regulations.
Yes, the Department of Health and Human Services came out with regulations in September, and they're in the review process, and then once they get revised, then they become permanent.
Well, now, when you ran for office, there was a personal story that really hit you, and you became very passionate about why this needs to be implemented yesterday.
Yes. I advocated before I was an elected official for this bill, and I was very pleased it was passed, but it was really an academic. I thought it was good policy to have the bill and have the policy. But I was knocking on doors early last summer, and one of the first doors I said, you know, what's important to you for state government? And the woman answered the door. I'd never met her before, and she said, I'm dying of cancer, and I'd like to be able to taste my meals, my last years. I can't do that when I take morphine, but when I take marijuana, I can. And in states that make it legal to take medical marijuana, she would be able to have that quality of life that she can't when she is limited to things like morphine.
And so her dying wish is, I want to be able to eat in my house and not be arrested.
Yes.
And that
yes.
really moved you.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
And this is why I serve, this is why a lot of my colleagues serve, is to make a positive difference in people's lives here in Delaware.
Well, people want to know, okay, how realistic is it? There are other states that have passed this. Seems to be getting nowhere. Is there a timeline? Do you have any idea when this could become a reality?
I try to not set aggressive timelines, and so I don't disappoint folks. I'm hoping the summer 2015 will have things going by then. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a bid process to find somebody who wishes to run the Compassion Center. We're going to have one pilot session. The bill called for 3, 1 in each county. We're going to start off small and slow with 1. And so it's going to take them some time to go through the application process, then the location process, which will be a challenge for communities to say we're willing to have a Compassion Center in our area.
Well, a lot of people will say, it's a good idea. I don't know who's going to be coming in if this is my backyard.
Absolutely.
Not in my backyard.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to get over that. And I think education and seeing how other states do it and how the reality is as opposed to what the rumors are as far as how these are run. The rules that DHSS came out with are really good community protection rules to make sure that these are can be done in a very responsible, safe way for the community.
And I think that that's what people often fear is what the myths that may be out there. So you're taking it, and really it's the mechanics of it that just does take time, unfortunately.
It does. Yeah. It does, yes.
Right. And that's just how government goes sometimes. All right. Well, we thank you for taking the time to give us an update on the medical marijuana bill, where it stands, and the story that touched your life. And we thank you for watching this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Laura Jones. We'll see you next time.